I just want to see you when we're all alone. I just want to catch you if I can. I just want to be there when the morning light explodes. On your face it radiates, I can't escape. I love you till the end. I love you till the end.
To read this out loud. My dearest, most amazing Beals, wow, I can hardly believe this day has finally come. The day I make you my wife. Oh God, sorry everyone. It's crazy to think it's finally happening. There are very few people who can say that the person they're going to marry is the same person they met in school, grew up alongside of, been in love with for 14 years. What's even more amazing is that every day we become more and more in love. Oh God. It blows me away that we're the same young people who met in school all those years ago, and it is so unbelievably lucky I have found you. The past few years have been absolutely bonkers. As you know, we've been through it all, as well as amazing highs. But one thing that through it all was unwavering was my love for you and one another. Despite everything thrown at us, all our trials have brought us closer and closer together, if that were ever possible. To be able to call you my wife has been worth everything and more. To finally be here with you on this spectacular day that you have made completely amazing is nothing short of completely mind-blowing my Beals. I say this in every card I write. It is true every time I write it. I love you more than I could possibly put into words. You're my absolute life and everything I hold dear in this world.
And I cannot believe I'm finally writing this card. The lyrics that we'll be playing as I walk down the aisle to become your wife go, looks like we made it. Look how far we've come. We finally made it to this next chapter of our life together. There is no one else in this world other than the two of us that could possibly understand how far we really have gone, what we've been through, what we've overcome, not just in the last 12 months, but in the last 12 years. On the days we're on top of the world, and the days it feels like it's me and you against the world, just know that I'm here by your side for each and every one of them. Your heart truly is my home. You are where I feel safe. So I know no matter what happens, or where life takes us, as long as we're together, that's all that matters. The adventures we're yet to go on, the things we're yet to see, the family we're yet to grow, just the thought of it fills me with so much excitement. And having you by my side through it all is the greatest blessing I'll ever have. I have grown up loving you, and I can't wait to grow old loving you. Love you till the end, always forever your Beals.
Here's to the rest of our lives together as husband and wife. I love you more than words can say. Lots of love, ye old aunt.
Anthony, will you take Alexandra to be your wife? Will you love her, comfort her, honour and protect her, and forsaking all others, be faithful to her as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Alexandra, will you take Anthony to be your husband? Will you love him, comfort him, honour and protect him, and forsaking all others, be faithful to him as long as you both shall live?
I, Anthony Jonathan Owens, take you, Alexandra Bridget Bealey, to be my wife.
I, Alexandra Bridget Bealey, take you, Anthony Jonathan Owens, to be my husband.
To have and to hold,
From this day forward, for better, for worse,
for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
till death us do part,
till death us do part.
according to God's holy law.
In the presence of God, I make this vow.
In the presence of God and before this congregation, Alexandra and Anthony have given their consent and made their marriage vows to each other. They have declared their marriage by the joining of hands and by the giving and receiving of rings. I therefore proclaim that they are husband and wife, and you, sir, can kiss your wife.
I could stand here all day listing amazing, endearing qualities and attributes that Anne has got. But I just wanted to share with you all a very quick story that I don't think I've actually really told anyone before. So lots of you will probably know that when me and Anne were 15, one of our friends passed away in an accident. Don't worry, that's as morbid as it gets. There's a happy story. There's a happy story behind it. We were sat together at school when everyone had gone home. We quite often managed to find ways of doing that. We would sometimes fake illnesses so that we could skip school and talk on MSN all day, or we would also make up after school clubs. So, sorry about that. I've not told you that before. Anyway, back to that day. So we were sat on a small fence and just kind of dwelling on what everyone was going through, and it was obviously upsetting. And stood up and simultaneously tripped over his own foot, fully kamikazed almost headfirst down a hill full of bark, which obviously had me in fits of laughter and yeah, made me smile in a not very nice time. It was only a couple of years later that he actually let slip that wasn't an accident at all, and that he had quite literally thrown himself down a hill of bark and plants in an attempt to get a smile out of me. I have honestly got hundreds of stories like that I could tell you, but I chose that one because it just shows that even back when we were 15, you were doing absolutely everything you could just to make me smile, even in the times that you were finding hard as well. And that's something that hasn't changed 14 years on. It just shows how incredibly, unwaveringly selfless you are. You always put people before yourself, and that goes for quite literally every single person, like whether it's friends, family, complete strangers, you literally put everybody before yourself. And I would love it if you could all raise a toast to my incredible best friend and now husband, Anthony.
I'd like to start by thanking everyone for coming today. It's a great time to celebrate. Mr. and Mrs. Owens. I knew I would always find this day difficult, having to hand over one of my daughters to someone else. But I know in my heart that Auntie's the right person for Alex. He's become like a son to us, and I'm glad to finally welcome him officially into the family. It's been a long time coming. It's only been, well, I thought 13 years, but apparently 14. I knew he would be able to take over from Wendy and I when I saw him warming her socks with a hairdryer when her feet were cold. And the times after working late, he would drive up to York while she was at university after finishing at about 4 o'clock in the morning. Auntie's one of the most hard-working young men that I know, and I know he only wants the best for them both. And I know he will make an excellent husband and brilliant son-in-law. Alex, you look stunning, and it will always be my honour to be your father. I know you will both love and support each other in all that you do in the future. I would like to ask you all to raise a glass to toast a happy couple, Mr. and Mrs. Owens.
Expecting Alex's speech, so that did catch me a little bit left field, so just got to compose myself a little bit there. I'm not a crying kind of person, but that did catch me. So wow, here we are. It's surreal for both Alex and I that the day's finally here. It was just over 2 years ago that I proposed to you, and what a journey it's been, shall we say, since then. Anyone who knows us and has been a part of our lives knows that the last two or 3 years for us have been absolutely crazy. To see it all come to a head this weekend, with you all here to celebrate our marriage, is nothing short of amazing. My wife and I, we're completely blown away by the effort everyone's made to be here today. So really, it's mind-blowing. Thank you all so much. Wendy and Dave has treated me like a son since the moment Alex introduced me in your home as a friend from school. And I said 11 years ago, 14, 13, 11, some time ago when we were kids in school. We're not sure when it was, to be honest. No, we don't agree. I can't believe we got away with being friends for so long, but I do have an inkling you probably knew. Wendy, you're an amazing parent to both of your daughters. You brought me into your family home. You showed me all the love you showed to them. You are, I'm sure you forgive me for saying, fiercely protective of your daughters. Knowing that to be true, the fact that you've trusted me now on many occasions to look, Alex, and that you've given our marriage your blessing is nothing short of an honour, and it's a trust that I'll never let down. I first met Alex when we were 11 in year 7. We had no idea what would follow. A lot of people look at me and Alex and laugh about how completely different we are in many ways. I might be a bit disorganised at times, forgetful. I might be a bit messy, a bit thoughtless. I might be a bit careless. I might miss all the details, and maybe some other things, but Alex is the ying to my yang. She fills all the gaps of my chaotic and disorganised life, but as a team, we're completely solid and there's nothing in this world we can't take on. The surprise last night, I didn't know about the Halloween party. That was a complete shock to me, but when it happened, it was brilliant. I was blown away. Thank you so much. I know everyone here will agree that everyone's life she touches is enhanced immeasurably by her thoughtfulness, her care, her willingness and outright need to make everyone around her happy, usually at the expense of her own sanity. In everything I've ever done, she's been my biggest supporter, my greatest help, and my rock on some occasionally very, very, very choppy seas. I can't thank you enough for everything you put up with, the craziness, the multiple businesses and everything in between. I know we wouldn't have done it anyway, at least we can say that at the very least, our life is definitely not boring. Now you're my wife, and whatever ventures or batshit crazy projects I pull out my ass or something you might do, I know that together we can face anything. I can't wait to build the rest of our life together, forever yours. So, to my gorgeous wife, Alex.